year, millions of Muslim faithfuls across the globe gathered in their various countries to mark International Guds Day on the last Friday of the Islamic month of Ramadan. But this year, the annual celebration could not hold for the first time due to the outbreak of coronavirus that is ravaging the whole world. The supreme leader of Islamic Revolution, Imam Ayatollah Khamenei, who addressed the nation in the live broadcast through an interpreter, spoke on the one-time effects of the pandemic and other crises in the Middle East.
It's the Guds Day today, a day that on the back of Imam Khamenei's intelligent initiative, may his soul rest in peace, it's just like a chain connecting Muslims together for them to be unison and regarding the issue of Holy Quds and also support for the oppressed people of Palestine. In the past decades, it has played a major role in this regard, and God willing, it will also continue to play its role in the future as well. Now, the Day of Quds was favored by world nations, and just like the first and foremost task, that's the keeping the flag of the liberation of Palestine hoisted, that was commemorated by the world people. The major policy of Zionism and world arrogance is to undermine the cause of Palestine in the minds of Muslim communities and also pushing it toward being faded into oblivion. So the most urgent responsibility would be to fight this treachery, which is being hatched by the enemy's political and cultural mercenaries within Islamic countries.
The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mohammad Jafar Sharif, decried the lack of unity among the Muslim nations.
The problem has been Muslim countries, Muslim governments have not found the necessity of becoming united in order to deal with this disgrace. This year, the day of disgrace, Yawm al-Nikmah, has been very close to the day of Al-Quds. And the disgrace is that we have not been able to support the Palestinians, to support the cause over the past 70 years, just because people believed, governments, particularly governments, believed that they could not overcome global arrogance.
The Islamic leader did not end there.
So today, the world, one after another, the world is now counting the victims of the coronavirus across the planet, but nobody has ever asked who is responsible for the hundreds of thousands of martyrs, disappearances, imprisonment in countries where America and Europe have initiated wars. Who's responsible for all of those?
He said the pandemic has shown that it can only be defeated by Almighty God and asked the Muslim faithfuls to put their trust in God.
Muslim society must rely on its own and its own internal forces. So they must raise their own powerful hand, and by relying on the Almighty God and trusting Him, they should leave behind the obstacles and predicaments.
He, however, expressed hope that the worst human evil will be uprooted from the Middle East despite being supported by the United States of America and other countries. The Islamic leader thanked Allah for the successful completion of the Ramadan and wished the Muslim faithfuls a happy celebration.